So hello all.
Hello. I don't know, like when I was going upstairs, I can see, I don't know whether that's like the dust or it's some special effects
It's
here.
a special smoke effect.
Oh, it's a special, okay. I was a little bit afraid it's more dust even. So, hello, my name is Eva Telecka, as Anca, Anca, you are Anca? Andrea was telling. Can you hear me well or should I scream?
Everything
Is it okay? Yeah? Okay, thanks. So I'm, as was said, I'm regional CISO for a company called MSD. And what MSD does? So MSD is a pharmaceutical healthcare company. And we are focused on oncology, vaccines, and animal health. That's the main therapeutical areas. And you might know us also from the current campaign in Romania now for the vaccines for oncology. So that's maybe where you know us. Can you still hear me? Yeah, okay. So, from the IT operations standpoint of view, we do operate in the tech center, technology center model. So we do have technology centers, the IT technology centers in US. We do have technology centers in Prague, the Czech Republic. We do have an extension of the technology center also in Romania, Bucharest here. And that's what the whole story will be about today. And we do have a technology center in Singapore as well. So one of our strategical approaches to IT management is to make sure that the strategical functions and the subject matter expertise is kept in-house. So when 2 years ago, approximately 2 years ago, our vendor here in Romania was announcing to us that they are canceling the services, it was only natural for us to decide whether we will, build the security team here in the Romania. And there were many pros why to do that. First of all, we already had a really great experience of the Romanian people in the Prague Tech Center because we have quite a big community in the Prague Tech Center of the Romanian people. So we are aware of their talent, their commitment, their engagement, and their expertise. Also, I do have a personal experience in my previous career when I was working for Vodafone Czech Republic. And we have been outsourcing the whole network operation center, the telco network operation center from the Czech Republic to Vodafone Romania. So in Vodafone Romania, I don't know if there is someone from Vodafone Romania now here in the audience, but there is a big team who is running the whole network operation center for the whole Vodafone entity as such. We have also are really happy about the level of females in STEM. I think this is something what is really unique. And if I only look now to this audience, I can see this is really relevant and valid for the security part of IT as well. What was also really good and that we learned only during our project was that the approach of the Romanian governmental entities, and namely the NSC, to the building the collaboration, building the multi-stakeholder platform, collaboration with the private sector to defend and protect critical infrastructure is really great. And I think, personally, that they are a role model for many other cyber agencies within EU on how to really partner with everybody, because as you all know, there is no competition in cybersecurity. We all need to collaborate together in order to be at least a little bit ahead and be stronger. And in the end of the day, if we are protecting healthcare industry, we are protecting ourselves, we are protecting patients, we are protecting our mothers, dogs even, right, whatsoever. So from this perspective, I would like to say bravo to the NSC for the collaboration. Also, if you would like to speak with me after the speech, maybe on building the trusted networks, on collaborating together as an industry, I'm really passionate about that. So please let me know. I will be then in the MSD booth. I would be happy to speak with you before I will fly back to the Czech Republic. Before I will give the word to Anca, I would like to highlight the key, let's say, success facts about how we built the team, the cybersecurity team in Romania. And it's not only about the building the team as such, it's about the maintaining the team, right? Because once you build, you need to make sure that people are happy there, right? That they are not leaving, and we are not just hiring and hiring again and again. So really, you know, that is so important. So some key facts. We have been able to hire close to 40 people in 6 months. We have 100% acceptation rate. So all the offers were accepted. And now it will be 2 years. Within those 2 years, we had only 2 people exiting MSD, leaving MSD from our team. And it doesn't, and I mean, like, that says a lot, right? And it's not about payroll. It's about how we are building the culture and environment so people are happy in it. And that also speaks about Anca, how she's managing, you know, and creating the team atmosphere. Also, we do have in MSD like 3 times a year, kind of like a surveys, which are checking the mood of our employees, how they are feeling, if they are happy, if they are not overworked, how they feel about the management, if they would actually, if they are seeing, you know, the future with MSD. And for the last 2 years, the results, the level of engagement and happiness of you know, the people in MSD Romania, the cybersecurity team in Romania, was always the highest across the whole region. So you know, I'm really happy about that, and I will now give word to Anca to reveal the magic. But please, Anca, don't say everything, so we still have something for us. Okay?
Promise.
Thank you. I'll go now.
Thank you, Eva. Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you hear me? Oh, okay, good. I really need to change this photo, Eva. So my name is Anca Coltescu, and I'm the site lead for our cybersecurity operations team here. I want to start saying some personal stuff about me. 10 years ago, I was working in supply chain environment, and probably you know that that's a very dynamic environment, and also a supply chain in automotive, so very hard to deal with. I always needed to be up to speed, and I was working this way? Okay, thank you. I was working almost non-stop. At that point, my sister, who was working in cybersecurity environment, she said, you know, maybe it's the time to make a change in your career path. Come and apply to our openings. I came, and of course that I took the interview because I'm now sitting in front of you. I started at our former vendor that Eva mentioned as a business analyst and vulnerability management specialist. I started with vulnerabilities for dummies. And in short time, I got to be a change manager, after that team lead, after that security delivery manager, and now the site lead internal MSD employer. So this was a huge progress for me, but because I didn't have the technical background, I felt the need to work harder and harder and harder. And at some point, of course, that I reached burnout, so I started to find solutions to work smarter, not harder, you know. This was the moment when, due to some external project that I was involved, I found the tribal leadership that I will talk about a bit later. And I will reveal, like Eva said, the magic, what we are doing here, okay? So to introduce a bit our team, we have 39 EMEA specialists, 4 in US, and 36 contractors that are working 24/7. Those are external employees. We are covering a lot of products for endpoint security, data-centric, cloud, application security, and recently we approached the zero trust solution. We are doing a lot of interesting things and projects. I can name a few, like platform upgrades, migration implementation. We are highly focused on process improvement and task automation. Moving on, now I will dig a bit in the tribal leadership. Here, first of all, you can see a picture with our team and with the tribal team. So we started to think about our team as a tribe and to create, and we are trying to create a team that acts as a team. One each members, they know what is the scope there, and work together to achieve the results that we need. And this structure is based on the theory that human beings had and will always have the need for connections, okay? So, and people are more motivated when they are working in a teams that replicates hunter-gatherings groups. Tribe is a collection of people where they support each other, trust each other, they are passionate about each other, and they are working together to reach our common goal, of course. They are quiet, efficiency, getting the job done. And what I consider the most important is that they care about well-being of each other. They care about collective success. So it's not my success, it's our success. It's not your success, it's our success, okay? And the good part is that they all are always open to give and receive constructive criticism, because this is the way we learn and we improve ourselves. I hope you like the photo with, with the tribes and the comparison with our team. Moving on in the cybersecurity landscape, here you have like 11 reasons why a united cybersecurity team matters. But I will go to deep dive just 3 of them that I consider the most important. So first one is the consistent training. You can see it here. Everyone is on the same page. So psychology says that it's not possible one person to fulfill all your needs. I don't know if you are familiar, but in the tribes there were not my mom, my dad. There were the moms, the dads, and the kids were seeking to acquire skills from different people, okay, for your mom, that mom, the other mom, or the dads, and so on. This is what we are trying to implement here. So we are gathering information from intelligence from all our people, and we are trying to create multilateral intelligence so we can accommodate multiple solutions. The next one, very important in my opinion, is the innovation. So collaborative brainstorming for advanced defenses. Also in the tribes, they had like 5 main characters. The hunter, who was bringing the meat, the person who was hunting but had no vision. He knows that to hunt. After that is the skinner, who are preparing the meat. The shaman, who was always trying to find new tools, I don't know, how a new hook, to create a new hook, how to catch the fish. After that were the tribe elders. So they were sitting in front of the fire and they were dozing the history, they were giving advices and so on. And the last one was the chief. So the chief was the people who gather all of them and ask opinion for when taking big decisions. For example, the heat is coming, where we can move. The hunter, do you think that they will find, I don't know, bigger bears or something like that? You'll be able to hunt? After that, I don't know, the elders, based on your experience, this ever happened in the past when we had similar situation? That means brainstorming. Of course, they didn't know how to put the words brainstorming. Now in the modern environment, we are calling it brainstorming, and we are gathering all together and we are taking collective feedback for advanced defenses. Always to be prepared. And the last one is the retention. So strong team bond, reduced turnover, exactly what Eva mentioned before. In the last 2 years, we had just 2 people who left our company, which is an incredible result for us. So during in the tribes, I don't know if you remember, but first were the kids, after that the women, after that the men who were like not so stronger, after that the elders, and in the back, in the end, was the chief. So the kids were screaming, I don't know, something dangerous is coming close to us. We try to put this in our modern landscape. What means that? We are trying, the elders and the most experienced people are trying to train the new ones, but also they are open for reverse mentorship. They are taking feedback and opinions and new vision from the juniors. And this creates a strong bond between our team, and of course the result is a small turnover rate. Now, we learned that teamwork and growth mindset are the two powerful forces that can help people to achieve great things. That means that they are high achievers. So if you want to be a high achiever, you need to have five most important characteristics. To be curious, always up to date, ask why, what's happening, what resulted from the last, I don't know, incident or something like that. To be balanced, optimize your work and your skill set. To be tribal, the team never quits. Everyone knows what is his contribution there and what has to do. They know their why. So the lead needs to identify what motivates and stimulate a person to be a high achiever. So one can be motivated, like in the tribes, to put a feather on his hair. Another one, they are singing like special songs in front of the fire. This is also applies for us. One can be motivated for a big bonus. Another one can be motivated if we shout out his name in front of the, I don't know, upper management, something like that. And the last one that I like the most, and I can resonate it with this one, they share their scars. So example is the best way to learn. As a lead, you always need to say, okay, this is the way I am because that thing happened to me. I learned from that situation, I don't know, similar stuff or something like that. And people need to know who is their lead, the authenticity, I think it's called, sorry for this one. It makes the leader to be known between the people. Moving on to the new level of engagement, so I'll try to give here a very short summary because I can talk about this for many, many hours. The tribal leadership, it's focused on shared mission and being part of something bigger. In our case, being part of something bigger is saving patient lives and while keeping our environment safe. So cyber security goes hand in hand with our focus on the business. It's in contrast with traditional leadership. What means that? In the hierarchical leadership, the leader was named by upper management. Here, the people, they recognize a leader. Doesn't matter if the named leader by the company, but they always find the person who shows to them that they are important. They recognize that every contributor has a valuable opinion. And that's the known leader between the people. If it happens, the name leader to be also the tribal leader, then you have the best results. Moving on to the 5 tribal stages in cybersecurity environment, of course, because this is why we are here. So making a comparison between the tribals and cybersecurity, we have like 5 stages. The first one is despairing hostility team. You know the word that blind man cannot find the elephant because they are touching different part of it. This is happening also here. So no shared intelligence, everyone has his own values and skill set, but they are not sharing together for a greater results. The next stage is a pathetic victim team. So we recognize the threats, and here the beginning of collaboration start, because we all have a similar background or education or trainings, and we share similar values. And when we go to the expert mindset, they start to collaborate. Okay, that leads us to the stage 3, where is the beginning of collaboration, but proactive, not proactive, more reactive. So something happened, the individual contributor transforming us as a team, and they are trying to solve it fast, so the competitions appears in this stage. But again, it's reactive, not proactive. Moving on to the stage 4, this is the tribal pride team, the us from stage 3 transforming us all. So here the competition is dispersed, and we are trying to be proactive, to share intelligence between all of the team members and of course between our members. And the last one, which is very hard to reach, is the stage 4, the innocent wonderment team. So we set the bar, and we are the best. The other one needs to follow us. But here you need to be, especially as a tribe, to have a more perspective for altruistic leadership. We talked a lot about the team, so now let's talk a bit about the leader. I told you about the support group that I joined a few years ago. So there are a lot of upper level commanders in the army, and one of them said the things I think that I really resonate with. Is a 4-star Army General Stanley McChrystal, who was in Afghanistan for more than 20 years. And now he gives he's sharing his intelligence and his experience. He said that a leader is not good because they are right. They are good because they are always willing to learn and to trust. That means that to be a successful leader, to be self-aware, a servant leader, you need to have these 3 pillars: to give guidance, what we discussed before when sharing the scars. So you need to share your personal experience and collective feedback to guide people through challenges and to guide for the higher results. When you are getting collected feedback, the people and the team knows that their voice is heard. And if you are implementing what they are asking you, then you earn their trust. So for the trust, I don't think that I need to give more details, because all of you know how it's important it is between peers, management, vertical, horizontal, any lines. So the last one is empowerment. Understanding and addressing team needs, the leader foster empowerment and motivation. So you as a lead, you need to adapt your communication skills based on each of them needs. Like I told you at the beginning, so the tribes had the elders that they were sharing all the time the history and the intelligence that they gathered. But also they were using a tree where they can go for praying, I don't know, God, please help me, not the heat to come, or hard wind or something like that, where they were going just to meditate or to listen, when they could be themselves, you know. So making a comparison between that tribe's tree and the servant leader, the self-aware leader, we tried to give to all the characteristics that the leads needs to have with the tree, to make a comparison. So the leader needs to provide stability and foundation. Those are the roots. After that, strong support, which is the trunk, and the branches are the growth opportunities and directions. I hope you like this tree. It's a natural tree, so yeah. So leadership is not about the formal designation given to you by your company, but the mindset you bring to any position you fill. This is what a commander from US Navy SEAL said when he started to apply tribal leadership in a lot of multinational companies in US. So here we have like 5 most known challenges for tribal leadership and also for cybersecurity. It's finding the best fit. You remember the stages that we discussed before? So perspective needs to change in us and in all of us. The next one is the evolving leadership. You always need to have as a lead your ego in check and to be willing to operate as from a posture of service for the great altruistic cause. Moving on to align the tools and cultural approach. You need here to create a self-managed organization. There you'll have the high achiever team because they know what to do and what they need, what the skill set they need to do and to implement for reaching great results. And of course, training and reskilling. We are focused, like I said in the beginning, on continuous process improvement. We are all the time trying to be up to date. We are striving to become high achiever in this cybersecurity environment, which is a dynamic environment. And the last one, tools not used effectively. Probably all of you at some point in your life, if you worked in the cybersecurity, at least once you gave the wrong access to wrong people that can breach the whole environment and also who can breach the whole tribe. Now, what we learned today? We learned that cybersecurity is not about the tech, it's about people. A unified team fosters trust and speed up responses and ensure that every member is invested in the mission. So everyone is a valuable contributor. Unity in strength. So in cybersecurity, unified front is the best defense. Adaptability, this is crucial. You need all the time to pivot, to learn, and to change. You need to be up to speed with everything that's happened in the dynamic environment. And the last one, shared purpose drives success. And with this one, I hope that you enjoyed the presentation and you find a lot of interesting things. Any question from your side?
Hi. 2 questions, actually.
Okay.
First, how do you deal when you are hiring people and you make maybe they are not the best fit? You realize them. How do you integrate them in the tribe? And the second question is, after COVID, how do you deal with the hybrid working? So people are no longer in the office anymore.
Take the second. I'll take the second. You take the first.
Okay, so I will respond to the first one, Eva the second one. For the first one, of course, that at an interview you can be, I don't know, misled by the person, and after that to realize that is not the best fit. But if you remember the 5 tribal stages, if you take, for example, a person who is at the stage 1, he's not sharing intelligence, he's an individual contributor. What I do, from my personal experience, I'm trying to listen that people and to stimulate, because we are all different, but we all have the same common needs, okay? I'm trying to listen that person to see what his needs, her needs is to move him at a higher achiever stage. And in the same time, I'm trying to set clear expectations from him. Is that good? You want to go deeper?
And the second question
With the hybrid.
is the mic on or not? Just. And the second question was about the hybrid mode after the COVID. So our main approach is that we really don't want to control. We really don't want to control the people that much. So it's really, you know, the results are seen, right? The results in cybersecurity operations teams are seen. So we really don't monitor people or ask them to come like every day to the office. It is really up to them. And then, of course, if we have like some team meetings, it makes sense that they come. But like what I'm seeing, and Anca to comment further, the team wants to be together, so they are coming naturally together. But like, I don't think the approach is to set some mandates and then monitor people if they come or don't come. I think this is really the past. That's not the future or even current situation.
Thank you, ladies, for the awesome presentation. What I wanted to ask is, maybe additionally to the previous question, how do you deal with conflict, especially in such an intense field, and also a field where sometimes you can develop a bit of a God complex, just saying?
Yeah, so...
You start, Anca.
Oh, okay, I can start. So this is a very interesting topic for me because when I started the role as a team lead, I was so bad at conflict management. I was scared to, I mean, I don't think if I was scared, but I was ashamed to say someone, you are not behaving right. But in time, this changed, okay? So I'm not putting people face to face. First of all, this is the first step. After that, I go and talk with them to see what's the root cause, what triggered that behavior. And I'm trying to fix, because they trust me, at least I hope that, because they are all here. So, and because they trust me, they know that when we discuss something, I'm trying to make that thing that I promise. So mostly this solves the conflict, the trust that is between us, you know. I'm trying to earn the trust of people that in conflict.
How do you identify that person that you shouldn't give access to before you give him access?
So how I identified it, let me say it again.
Regarding to the last slide that you had.
Yes. Usually bad things happen, you know. For example, we had a situation many years ago when we gave, because this was the process, we gave access to a person to confidential documents, and of course that this was a danger, but that person was so kind enough, and she told us, you know, that I can see these dates, and these dates. So we couldn't fix, but if something happened, she could leak the confidential documents that she saw.
Can we just? I would like just to comment on the conflict management, right? So what really does work are two things from my perspective. The first one is really like if you are expecting that you might actually solve something which is not really comfortable for that person, that you want to give maybe some feedback. It really helped to me that to prepare really, you know, really do diligently on that. What I'm trying to say, what I'm not trying to say, how the person might react. And if you are really prepared, usually the communication and the discussion goes smoothly. The conflict resolution, it's so funny because we have solved it even this month, Tuesday, when there are some conflicts in the team or between various teams. It always helps up to really honestly put the managers in a room and really say it boldly. Hey, this is what I'm seeing, this is what I'm seeing, this is conflicting, please work together as a managers to solve the whole situation. So to just prevent any further toxic kind of like relationships or so forth.